Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. You know the vibes. So, in today's video, I want to talk about blissful moments while being on your SR journey, man. You will have these extremely blissful moments or extremely blissful days. Like like I mentioned before, guys, like everything feels extremely like amplified. Like everything feels more amplified on retention. Like life just seems more high vibrational, man. Like you're literally on a higher frequency. Cultivating that sexual energy instead of releasing it, it literally raises your vibration, guys. You're literally holding on to life force energy, so you're basically like retaining life. You feel more like in tune like with your soul, right? You feel more spiritual, you feel more lighter, you feel more overall more happier, man. And although not every single day is like high vibrational, but the days that are like heavenly, man. Like they're so, words can only explain it to a certain extent, but it's just like such an amazing feeling, man. Like things just seem to be like perfect, right? They just seem to be like, I don't know, like you experience like a lot of synchronicities, man, and just like a lot of blissful moments. Like you feel so like present, and like everything just seems more like alive, right? You yourself, you feel more alive, right? You feel more connected with like nature. You feel like I'm telling you guys, you'd be feeling like a kid, you'd be like laughing out of nowhere, just feeling like very joyful, right? You don't have like the brain fog from watching like corn or just basically like polluting your mind. So with that comes like a lot of mental clarity. You've just been working on yourself, doing like the inner work and things like that. Like you will have just extremely blissful days, and like I swear. Um, the other day I went for a hike with my brother, and it was just like such a perfect day. Like since the moment that I woke up, like everything just felt very flowy, right? Everything just felt like it was just flowing like perfectly, like effortlessly, right? There was no like negative blockages or anything. It was just like perfect. It was like such a smooth day. Uh, so we went to the mountains, and it was just like we experienced like a lot of, how do you say, like just like a lot of memorable things, right? Like it was just like really, it was such a like cool experience. um like a lot of synchronicities and things like that. Like one of them is we started the hike at exactly 4:32, which is a frequency. It's also known as like the healing frequency, where it's just like a very healing, like vibrational frequency that like certain songs, if you look up 432 hertz on YouTube, it's just like meditation music, right? So that's the time that we started it. And then we were just hiking up the mountain, and then it was just like good vibes like the whole time, right? It was just good vibes. And then we were up there for like 3 hours, and we shot like a video, and just everything was just like so like aligned. Like everything was just so perfect, man. And when we came back down, we were just like running down the mountain, and it was like really fun, man. We were just like jogging on the way back and just kind of sprinting. And like on the way back, I was just like listening to like some like Pink Floyd, uh yeah, man. And it was just like by the time we got back, like as soon as I turned, like I don't know how to explain it, like guys, but basically like when I got back to the city, or when I got back to like where I live, the sun was going down, right? The sun was going down, and like the sunset was just like perfect. And then as I was like, the sun looked huge too. Like it was like the biggest I've seen it so far. It was like the sunset was like huge. And then as soon as we stopped at the stoplight, the sun was like perfectly like going down like that, and it was just like the music was like playing in the background. And then the sun just like went down, right? And then my brother checked the time, and it was 7:05. And 7:05, backwards or upside down is sol, which is sun in Spanish. And then we just started laughing, bro, and it was just like all these like synchronicities, like all these everything just flowed. Everything was just very flowy. Um and yeah, man, it was just like a lot of good vibes, and then the videos that we took just came out like perfect. I'm gonna upload one if I haven't already. But it just came out like perfect, man. It was just like, I don't know how to explain it, man, but that's basically like my little story that happened to me the other day. But you experience a lot of this, man. Like, you, if it's not blissful moments, it's like it happens like a lot more frequently. Like, back then, before retention, before quitting the hub, before being sober and stuff, I would have good days, but it felt like they were rare, right? It just felt like life was more everything is energy, guys. Everything is energy in this life. So if you are always on a lower vibration, you're always drinking alcohol, you're always consuming negativity on your phone, always releasing your essence, you're just gonna experience life on a lower frequency. It literally feels like I'm in another dimension, like sometimes, guys. Like, it's so crazy. Like, we all have our own worlds, like our own realities by what we do, what we feed our minds and our spirits and things like that. It all carries out into how we're going to experience this reality, because that's basically it, man. It's just like where focus goes, energy flows. Someone can view life like very shitty, very negative, but it all depends on what they're doing. They're probably just stuck in addictions that just keeping them enslaved, right? It's keeping their soul trapped. They're not connected with life, so they're stuck in this 3D realm, right? They're just stuck more in a denser reality. But when you go on retention, it just naturally like raises your vibration. But if you're also like eating healthy, being very mindful of where your energy is going to, obviously not looking at lustful things, it just purifies you, man. Like, this journey is very purifying. So everything in life just feels very playful. It just feels like you just feel like a kid again, man. Like, you just feel like you're operating more through like the spirit, and you feel like genuinely more happier. Like, you don't need, that fake happiness is like things that a lot of people do in society, where it's just like drinking, or just like substances, and just relying on external things. But bro, this is like life changing, man. I swear. Like, ever since like I discovered retention, like my life has like changed, like straight up, man. Like, it's so life changing. It's literally a journey. This ain't no little 30-day challenge. This ain't no placebo, bro. This is literally life. Like, it transforms lives, man. I swear. It just does something to you, man. It just transforms you as a man. And shout out to God, man. Like, God gave us the seed. Like, we gotta thank the Creator. But as a man, like, holding on to our seed is our vitality, right? Like, you just start looking so much better, man. Like, you just start looking more healthier, more alive, man. Like, you see it in your eyes, man. You see it on your skin. People see it in your personality and your aura, and you just start attracting like a lot of positive things in your life, a lot of blissful things in your life. And it just feels like you're in a higher state of consciousness, and you're just like on another dimension, pretty much, guys. Like, it's crazy. You come to realize that a lot of people, they're on a lower, denser reality, man. It's just like they're not aware of like how good they could actually feel. They're always eating like junk food. They're always consuming toxic things on social media. They're not being mindful on where their energy is going to. Obviously, like 98% of men aren't retaining. They're always releasing that essence because they think it's just like you know what I mean, guys? We're all there. It's just like, it's so crazy to think about that. Simply retaining your seed, holding on to it, not wasting it, it like transforms your life, man. It's so crazy. And it's just something that you have to experience for yourself, because somebody could be watching these type of videos and then not really understand it, but you have to go through the, like, you have to experience it for yourself, man. um so like, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Retang gang. um yeah, another thing that I want to quickly mention is that, like, the female attraction is it comes with retention, but that's just a little byproduct of the hard work that you put in, man. It's just like, you just start looking like more handsome, your skin starts to glow, and people know. People like recognize, like they see it, man. Like, people be like staring at you and shit like that, like just random people, because like they see like life within you, and people are attracted to the light, even if they're not really good for you, man. They're still attracted to it. Like, today I had this random female, this random chick. um she told me that I was fine, like in her car. Like, I was just chilling, like parked on the street, and it was a chick just driving, and she had like a whole ass kid next to her, right? It was like a toddler, but she just said something out the window, and she was like, she basically said, it's like, oh, he's fine, like that. I was like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's another thing, bro. Like, you're not like, the female attraction is hilarious, bro, but don't let it like steer you off your course, man. Like, there's still there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Like, this is like I said, man, this is like an inner journey. Like, this is something that only you know about, right? Like, use it to your advantage, man, to like fix your life, right? Fix your life and what you need to do. And retention will help you get there, because you're no longer lacking energetically. You're now more abundant. So now life just feels more abundant as well, so that's all I wanted to talk about. Is just, you'll experience a lot of blissful moments on your retention journey, and life just feels more like beautiful. You have more appreciation for it, and you just feel like you're high on life, man. Like, that's why I just be laughing, man. I just be cracking up for no reason, man. It's just being alive, right? It's a beautiful thing, man. Okay, guys, so with that being said, I'm gonna wrap it up. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.